Hi and welcome back. In this part, we are going to create the navbar of our landing page. So let's get started by creating our logo. So let's go to the resource button and search for Iconify. We are going to use a robot icon for our logo. Let's pick this icon, click and drag and change its color style to gradient color. Then change its size to 30 pixels. Here, click in its container frame and click resize to fit. That's great. Now let's create a new text layer. Type in glitchy. This will be the name of my logo. Next, let's center the two layers vertically and Command G to create a new group and rename that group to logo and then transform it to component. That's great. Now let's create the container of our mobile navbar. So to give you an example, we will create two states of our mobile navbar. So here in our landing page project, let's go to prototype and select the flow so we can see the two states of our mobile navbar. So the first state, it will be the default state. Here it is. And the second state is once we click in this menu icon, this will show up our login and book demo button, and the content behind the navbar will be blurred. So let's go again and we'll create this state with the blur effect. So let's close and go back to our project. So let's go and pick the frame tool and select iPhone 14, remove its fill, add layout grid mobile, bootstrap mobile, and change its height to 80 pixels. Let's go to assets and add our logo to the left and align it vertically. And for the constraint, it will be center horizontally and center vertically, or let's keep it to the top vertically for now. And then let's go to resource and pick our menu icon to be hamburger icon. Let's click the first one, drag it to the canvas, and let's change its color to light text color, and let's select its frame and change its size to 30 pixels, and then click and drag to the left side of the icon. Let's select this icon, resize to fit, and then go back and add 30 pixels of width, and let's pick center as a constraint and center the icon vertically. Next, let's duplicate to create our second state, which is the clickable state. Select Command C and Command V. Now let's go to frame and pick iPhone 14. So our second state will be a full screen, so we can apply the background blur. Let's add a new fill and let's give it 20 pixel of opacity, and it will be a black color. Then let's go to effects, add new effects, and it will be background blur, and let's increase it to 50. That's great. Now let's rename the first state as default and the second state as active. Next, let's add a new text layer. Will be our login link. And let's change it to link, center it or let's give it a text style of btn text. Center it again. Now let's go to assets and add a new button, and it will be an outlined one with a constraint of center and top, and here and center and top. If we resize, it will follow our grid. So that's great. Now let's select the two frames and go to create component set and rename that to mobile bar. Okay, now let's go to prototype and let's select the icon button and click and drag, and let's say on click smart animate. So once we click on this icon, it will show up that. And next, if we click again here on the open state or active state, let's go back here on click smart animate. That's great. Next, okay, let's align this. Okay, now let's create our desktop version Navbar. So let's go to frame and select desktop. Let's go to design and add a layout grid desktop and remove the fill, and the height will be 80 pixels, the same height of our mobile. And for the desktop version, it will be a single state. So we name it, and let's go to assets, drag our logo, will be center top. Let's make sure it is vertically centered, and then let's go and pick those two elements. Command C, select Command V. We have our login, our button. Let's realign that. Here we go. This will be great. Let's keep them well aligned vertically. That's great. Now if we resize, here we go. Okay, and then let's add this to component. Here in our assets, we have our mobile and desktop navbar. Okay, that was everything for this part. Next, we are going to create a background animation. Thanks, and I will see you in the next part.